Okay, today when I was putting my cream, I was listening to this DMT music. I had my whole protocol of going to childhood in different million of ways. In the ocean, walking eyes closed meditation, and it was taking me higher, higher, higher. Today the massage, putting cream, it was a very, very energetic massage in which it was like sometimes when you are hypnotized and they tell you that you are a piece of iron and they put you in between two chairs and you are as rigid as steel. And I was feeling not that, but putting with my hands the energy into my knees, giving them the strength of steel and concrete, like a robust building or whatever you want to feel. Yeah, it's just with the words that I put now. It was not how I felt it. I felt it with these powerful energies in between my hands and the knee. That's it. But I tried to explain it with words, but I didn't imagine that. All these protocols that I create because they made me feel good. And when I don't do them, I do others. It's not like I need to do something, no. There's always something nice that you can feel when you don't have the opportunity or you don't even feel like doing it. Maybe if you're not in a very safe area, you cannot go walking with your eyes closed, for instance, okay? You skip that part, but you can do short eyes closed walking, very short. Or just close your eyes and stay standing up. For me, it's better than sitting down in order to disconnect. I don't know why, but for me it's easier. I can do it also, of course, sitting down. That's the way everybody learns to do it. And laying down is even better for me. Because for some people, depending on the posture, right? But the posture is only the most comfortable posture, is the only important thing. Just like when I was giving the massage to myself, I'm not using any knowledge that I have as a masseur. Nothing. Maybe some things are similar, but maybe some others are the opposite. And that's the way they made me feel good. And I don't care if I am massaging against the circulation to the heart. It's not gonna kill me, but I like it for whatever reason. And when I do it in the other way, probably I don't feel the same thing, or I feel the same thing, but it doesn't matter. I'm not feeling bad for doing it wrong from the knowledge perspective. So I can become crazier and crazier and crazier. And this took me to some crazy people. Not crazy, but people who are always high on weed. And they have some crazy experiences, of course, and then they can feel like an unicorn, whatever. Anybody can do that, high on weed or not. Not anybody, but every children. All the children you can tell them, hey, what if you stop being yourself and you are, right, a unicorn in another planet now? How do you feel? And the child is able to go there and convert into this unicorn in another planet. So why don't we just encourage them to create universes like that, instead of giving them our own stupid contaminated dreams with the fairy tooth? Well, first with the baptism, we are already connecting the parents with the children in the wrong way, because they are killing Jesus Christ by doing so. Because they are never going to accept that your son is Jesus Christ. Every single child born every single minute on this planet is Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ was another person. He wasn't the son of a God. And Jesus Christ was one of them. But maybe the one that we are worshipping, his name was Peter or Anthony. But the most famous one, being as a guru, helping people in all the ways. But you can never help all the people. when you try to help all the people, there is always someone that is going to be hurt some way or another. If I send clothes to Africa, I think I'm helping people, but I'm hurting the company that is selling clothes in the next town. There is always a butterfly effect that is affecting somebody or someone. So even if Jesus Christ, Anthony, Peter, whoever they were, trying to help people with their own soul, they did it. And by doing so, some of the people in the way got some small damages. Nothing compared to what he was or they were helping to the other people. But these small damages, time after time, for the people who don't appreciate the solidarity, the good heart, the kindness, the love, is getting always, they are always the destination of the secondary effects, of the collateral damage. and that's why at the end they decided to kill him, because Bob Marley is not giving a message that is good for everyone. I don't know why, but some people find it a threat. Same thing with John Lennon, same thing with Mahatma Gandhi. There are always retractors. And then on the other way, Santa Teresa de Jesus, Santa Teresa of Bombay, I think it was Santa Teresa of Bombay or something like that. She's a saint, but she was not kind, not loving, not tender with the people that she was helping. For sure, her intention was helping them by the path of pain, suffering. You get enlightened, and it's not like that. It's not the happiness, laughter either. It's the natural one, the one that they need. That's what I'm saying. Encourage the children to create the feeling, or not to create, just to connect with the feeling as how does it feel to become a unicorn in another planet, and tell me how the planet is, how are the mountains. And he's gonna say green and blah blah blah, but imagine that he says, I don't know, it's like jellyfish, but not jellyfish, but they don't, because they don't have words. A child who's 4 years old, he doesn't, if you're not in the ocean, you don't know what a jellyfish is. If you're not in the countryside, you don't know what a chicken or a rooster are. So they go to this planet as a unicorn, and the only thing that they can see probably is other unicorns. And mountains, the things that they know, but how they connect with the adults, that we are so stupid that we only understand words. We are giving them, intoxicating them with our language, with our values, with our stupid stories about the religion, baptizing. Then we give them when their teeth are falling, or the three wise kings before, then the teeth are falling, they give them the gifts. But when the children are believing in all this magic that we are not encouraging them, like the unicorn thing or whatever, or they have their own invisible friend, the parents panic. Oh, no, don't believe in this or whatever. It doesn't matter, but that's the natural thing. And for many people, that's the unnatural thing or whatever. Now the science is going into that way, but a few years ago, it was the opposite. So the thing is that don't believe in this, don't believe in that. All these energies, all the information that you are bringing from the other side gets cut as soon as possible. The baptism, all this. I don't encourage you to feel different things. And then I'm already giving you bullshit. Everything I'm giving you in your mind is bullshit. It doesn't matter if it is about how good or bad being straight and gay people is. They don't give a fuck about these things. If we could educate them in the way that doesn't give a shit in your whole life, you are teaching them in the right path. But as long as you are orientating them in one way or another, that's wrong. They have to feel it already, and they know what they feel connected with the natural things. But we are creating unnatural things, just like the three wise kings. Why don't you tell them, believe in all this magic and help them with something, but And then you are creating the three wise kings, and the tooth fairy, and Santa Claus, and many other stories. And then you have to continue with the religion and confirmation, get married, have children, all this manual of life. And we are only sure that it works to create people very competitive, and the progression is a lot in technology and this, but this is creating more anxiety. And the only way of relaxing is calm down, going down, connected with the nature. So the people are making huge efforts to disconnect from the nature in order to get the progress. And then they just have an island, which is their time that they can go to the forest or to a park instead of living that life. It's a big, big mistake, all these things. And well, and now it's the same thing, like taking the children to Laponia for Santa Claus, and then you are creating differentiations. First, you are doing it because all the children have done it, and I love my children as much as the other parents love their children. So it's a competition of parents more than a gift for the children. Once you are there, then it's a gift for the children, because you are so emotional and probably crying of happiness because your children have making reality this fantasy. Why don't you teach them how to make realities their fantasies? That would be the right thing. And it doesn't have to do anything with money. In this case, it was the easiest thing, but you are doing it only because of money. Some people are creating this as a company, and you are paying for that. And you are buying a product to your children instead of giving a workshop to your children to be living that way the rest of their lives. So instead of just creating a copy of what other people has done, and a differentiation of all the children that have never done it, but then at the end, in the long run, in 2 or 5 years, depending on what the age, they know that Santa Claus was not true. That whole experience was not true. And you felt superior to the other children that didn't go there, but now they should be superior because you were believing in something that you saw, Santa Claus. And he was the real Santa Claus. And everybody can be laughing at you. For instance, I don't care about the rest of the people. You just lost the opportunity to grow in order to increase your wonderland, to make it bigger, stronger, more real. And the society, the religion, the concepts, the morality is turning upside down the whole universe of concepts.